Welcome to Blue Nile Tutorials, Audit and Assurance Ethics. Ethics in auditing is all about integrity, objectivity, and professionalism, ensuring that auditors maintain trust and uphold the highest standards in their evaluations. Let's get started with our tutorials. This video has been prepared to help understand the topic of ethics. Ethics is an important topic for all accountants, as there is a huge focus on how they behave to maintain the reputation of the profession. Accountants should act in the public interest, and ethics is essentially guidance on how to behave morally and professionally. IFAC, the International Federation of Accountants, issued a code of ethics, which has been adopted by accountancy professional bodies. These ensure the right decisions can be made in any situation. One of the key pieces of information supplied is in the code known as the fundamental principles. Ethics is one of the key areas that auditors must consider when deciding whether they should accept a new client or continue to act for an existing audit client. An auditor should not act for a client if it will affect their judgment during the assignment. To help remember the fundamental principles, we can use the mnemonic uphold. We will go through each principle so you can understand the importance of each one. The O is for objectivity. Auditors must be objective when making decisions. This means they must ensure they do not allow bias or other factors to influence their judgment when making decisions on the audit assignment. If auditors remain objective during the audit, then they will be able to make an independent opinion on the financial statements. It is important for auditors to not only be independent, but to be seen to be independent by others. They therefore need to be careful not to be too connected to the client so they can maintain their objectivity. The P is for professional behavior. Auditors must ensure they comply with relevant laws and regulations and act properly to ensure they maintain professional standards. At the end of the day, auditors are trusted to give an independent opinion, which is important to users making decisions based on these financial statements. Their opinion will only be taken seriously if they are regarded as someone to trust. The other P is for professional competence and due care. Auditors need to ensure that they maintain their professional knowledge and skill needed to do their work properly. They must also follow all relevant regulations, for example, the auditing standards, in order to maintain the reputation of the profession. Auditors should not take on work they are not technically competent to do. Just because you have audited one company, it does not mean you can audit all. Each industry has its own regulations and niche reporting requirements that must be understood by the auditor. Otherwise, mistakes may be made. The I is for integrity. This is probably the most simple principle to define. Auditors should be straightforward and honest in all matters. Those relying on the information auditors provide need to trust them, but they also need to be able to understand the information being presented. Finally, the C is confidentiality. For the business to trust sensitive information being handled by the auditors, they must be able to keep information confidential. No information should be passed to third parties without authority, and lengths should be taken to ensure information is not leaked. Strong controls should be in place within an audit firm to prevent this from happening, such as passwords to access data, restricted access to client information, and training on the importance of confidentiality to the audit team. Therefore, no gossiping about clients. In summary, for ethical standards to be maintained, the 5 fundamental principles should be followed and applied. If auditors do not follow them, the opinion they make on the financial statements lacks the credibility needed by the users of this information. If the auditors feel that their ethics would be called into question when working with a client, they should decline the offer to do the work. If it's an existing client, then they should resign. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching.